In today's video, we're going to be talking about using both currency and precious metals as legal tender for all debts. We're also going to be talking about some information regarding the gold standard. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about some facts and information regarding the gold standard. A lot of stuff you probably know, also some stuff that you probably don't, as well as intertwining currency and money, silver and gold with the US dollar. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And make sure to get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull. The link will be in the description. If you refer 3 friends before the end of the month, they're going to give you a free share of Apple worth about $150. And for every friend that you refer for the next couple of days, they'll give you and the person that you referred each $15 worth of Tesla stock. We will link in the description. So today is Thursday, November 11th, 2021. As I'm filming the video, that is. It's actually going to be coming out on Sunday, I believe. But today I wanted to talk about the gold standard and what some people refer to as a potential silver standard. And I have no idea what the spot price is going to be by the time this video comes out, being that I'm filming it multiple days in advance. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. So today we're going to get into the gold standard, some facts and information regarding that. But you can see on screen right here, I have a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold, and up there, right there, you see that right there? A little bit of currency as well. This is just a simple, everyday, normal $100 bill. Got me a Benji right here. And what's interesting about this is you can actually see right there under the word America, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. Which is pretty weird for currency to say, because I have a little piece of money up here. It says something a little different. It says, no state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender to payment of debt. Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution. Get some! Funny how that works. But I wanted to talk a little bit about that today. And this isn't something that I ordinarily talk about on this channel. We don't really deep dive this far back into history, but I thought it was pretty interesting for today's video. So for those of you who do not know, the International Gold Standard started in 1871, and it was a system where countries would structure their currency to be in line with a certain amount of gold, kind of like how 3 states so far have produced goldbacks, currency backed by real money. This right here, perfect example. A 5 gold-backed note, you can see right down here at the bottom. It's worth 1/200th of a troy ounce of gold. So this right here is essentially 0.5% of a troy ounce of gold. Not a currency, fiat, IOU debt note value, but gold value. But in 1933, FDR took the United States off the gold standard. And this was originally supposed to be temporary, but here we are, 88 years later, and it hasn't been brought back. Now, the reason we were taken off the gold standard in the first place was because we needed to bail ourselves out. This was during the Great Depression, which didn't ease up until the government reduced spending and taxes. Take notes, people in charge. But like I said, this was 1933. You want to know what else happened in 1933? Executive Order 6102, which wanted anyone currently in possession of gold to turn it in to the banks. A lot of people did. A lot of people did. But guess what? A lot of people didn't. And a lot of those individuals ended up insanely wealthy, especially if they also bought stocks and real estate at the lowest of the low. Here's a fun fact. More millionaires were created during the Great Depression than at any other point in history. Here's another fun fact. According to this Spend Me Not statistic that I found, 2,251,000 millionaires were created last year alone in 2020. Here's one more fun fact. If you buy undervalued assets and make the right moves during times of economic turmoil, you can become unfathomably rich. Now back to Executive Order 6102, signed by FDR in 1933. A lot of people refer to this nowadays as a gold confiscation. But upon years of my own curiosity and research, I haven't been able to find any material that suggests that the government went knocking on doors looking for gold and demanding for it to be handed over, like some claim could potentially happen to us. I personally don't agree. They didn't have the manpower back then, they definitely didn't have the resources, and they for sure don't today either. But regardless, real money has been detached from our currency, so there's no more connection between the two, and there's no logical reason I can think of as to why that could or would happen again. I think the government's attention is elsewhere. For example, if you look at the new $1.1 trillion infrastructure bill that was just passed a couple of days ago, you can actually see that $30 billion worth of funding is going to be coming from information reporting requirements on crypto. Not saying they're 100% going to confiscate digital currencies, but the bill says that they want crypto companies to know their customers, which kind of throws the whole decentralized idea out the window, with stiff penalties, by the way. The government wants to make crypto reporting failures a felony. Just throwing that out there, do with that what you will. But when it comes to the dollar bill, when it comes to our currency, we were taken off the gold standard. So this right here, this is no longer backed by money. This is no longer backed by gold. This is no longer backed by gold. These over here are no longer backed by gold. Our currency is no longer backed by gold. It's no longer backed by money. It's no longer backed by anything with real, true, intrinsic value. For a while, people were actually suggesting that the dollar bill might be backed by oil, which for quite a bit of time was a pretty reasonable assumption. I would disagree, though. I believe the dollar bill is backed by debt. And when I say debt, I don't necessarily mean a bad thing. Now, if you're in debt, yeah, that's a bad thing. But guess what? Whoever or whatever you are in debt to views debt as a good thing. See, debt can go a couple of different ways. A lot of people, when they hear the word debt, it's like a bad word. You're not supposed to say that word. It's a scary word. It's actually not. There are different types of debt. There's good debt and there's bad debt. There's obsessive consumer debt. If you go to Target and max out one credit card, then you go to Walmart, max it out on other stuff, and then you max out a third credit card, and then you take somebody's credit card from their pocket and max it out on a bunch of other nonsense, and you rack up a whole bunch of nonsensical debt purchasing things that you don't even need with currency that you don't even have. Yeah, that's bad. But there's good kind of debt as well. For example, mortgages, depending on the type of mortgage. If it's a mortgage on a rental property and the tenants are paying it off for you, that's a good kind of debt. Leveraged currency, leveraged money. See, there's different ways it can go. And I think the dollar is backed by debt, both good debt and bad debt, depending on what side of the fence you're on, depending on whether or not you're the one who's in debt or if people are in debt to you. I think that's what the dollar bill is backed by, and in no way, shape, or form am I going to sit here and insinuate that that is stable, structured, or reliable long term. That is something that's eventually going to come crashing down. That's something that's eventually going to collapse. But the point I'm trying to make is that my theory, since we're no longer backed by gold, I think we're backed by debt. Again, not stable, not reliable, not trustworthy, not healthy in any way, shape, or form. But in my opinion, I think that's the reality of the situation. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to the quote-unquote gold confiscation, aka the executive order of 1933, what do you make of that right there? When it comes to the gold standard, when we were taken off or why we were taken off, do you think that we should be back on the gold standard? I personally do not believe so. I don't think we should be back on the gold standard, and I'm happy that we're not currently on the gold standard, and the reason for that is because if you intertwine money with currency, you eventually get executive orders outlawing what your currency is backed by. Not saying it's definitive, not saying that it's absolute, but it happened once before, and yeah, history doesn't always repeat itself, but oftentimes it rhymes. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. If you learned anything about the gold standard or your thoughts on currency or your thoughts on money, really anything and everything related to precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have the Consistency is Key design. We got the Mama Didn't Raise No Karen design. We got the Kraken Stacking design. We got the Lone Wolf design and a bunch of others. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And make sure to go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull. The link will be in the description. If you refer 3 friends before the end of the month, they're going to give you a free share of Apple worth about $150 right now. And for every friend you refer up until November 18th, they're going to give you and each successful referral $15 worth of Tesla stock each. Webull link in the description. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to the gold standard, when we were taken off, why we were taken off, how we were taken off, what are your thoughts? Are you surprised that we were never put back on the gold standard? Do you believe that we would be better off if we were still on the gold standard? Are you happy that we're not? Do you think money and currency should be separate? When it comes to the executive order of 1933, banning people from hoarding gold, what are your thoughts on that right there? Do you think that it could ever return? Do you think there could ever be another quote-unquote gold confiscation? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.